Now that we're here, what did you have in mind, Arisen?
Master, I'm not sure how much longer I can keep going without rest.
You're not the only one. I'm on my last legs.
Caril, kemen rostindome non meltol. Morvea kuruir. You're no elf. Halan lome meltol. Firnis nambawe. I am called Darren. My brother taught me to speak your tongue. So I learned the words, but this is the first I use them. Others of your kind have come here, but my people warn them away. Oh, but I cannot stay. I must, see to the arbor harrt.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
I fear for the arbor. It would seem there is far more at stake here. The very world is under threat.
Nun lia tilmo Vindamund. Jarmen Ransor?
Onde Kasinke Franil.
Nun ve oyonda atar.
The sky
Lis fuinenum.
Pelinolwende Sinde Soron.
My duty is to care for this, our sacred tree. The harrt, she is called. She has been with us a very long time. She is nature's very heart, and a pillar of strength for my people. We have always lived in harmony with nature, and the harrt is our connection to the land. Yet, day by day, her strength is failing. I must give her nourishment of the soil to help her recover. A special kind, called Gwifencha in my language. I know not what you would call it in yours. Once, a dwarf wandered into the arbor and gifted some to us. It filled the harrt with life. Now, little remains. Too little for the harrt to recover her strength in full. Do you know of this substance? It must be found outside the arbor somewhere. If you find any, will you tell me where it lies?
You can always depend upon me to translate for you, Master. Gwifencha is the Elvish word for scale cinder.
In your tongue, it is called scale cinder?
Now, scale cinder is a byproduct of the Batali smithing style. A Batali blacksmith ought to be able to tell us more.
If you see him on your journey, will you let me know?
There are many... who still await our aid.
Well met.
Some of us get complacent.
A customer, then. That changes things.
Wonder if it's too early for dinner.
Another day over, another day over.
Wow, wow. Look who 'tis. What brings you to the smithy? Looking for scale cinder, are we? Well, you're in luck. Our forge is flit. Oh, 'tis at an elf's behest, you say. I'm afraid that changes things a wee bit. Elves and dwarves don't get along, see? Brocker won't want to help you. Unless you were to offer him aught he couldn't resist. Listen, I happen to know there's one bit of elven culture no dwarf can turn their nose up at. All elven fare's bland as grass. All of it. That is, save the singularly flavoursome dish, Nutriabh. Course, no dwarf would openly admit to having a taste for it. But the fact of the matter is, the mere smell of that dish has dwarves foaming at the maw. Don't believe me? Bring a bowl of it.
So the blacksmith ought grant us some Gwifencha in exchange for Nutriabh. Shall we inform Miss Derrin of this, Master? I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
Well, now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way.
got to focus. My shift's only just begun.
Swapping stories is one of life's great pleasures. Whatever am I to do?
Nambawi, this phenomenon.
Isilrod Fanon, Phenomenon in Tayan.
I fear for the arbor. It would seem there is far more at stake here. The very world is under threat.
Morfanenwen al-Kawa.
I fear for the arbor.
The sky glows red with... Have you found Gwefencha? A dwarven blacksmith has some? Truly? But elves and dwarves do not see, eye to eye? You believe he will if I prepare an elven dish? Which one? Nutriabh. Dwarves have a liking for it, they say? Are you certain? Nutriabh is not very tasty. Few elves enjoy it. It is a pungent stew of, old fish and apples, boiled till it forms a thick paste. But I shall prepare it, if it has any chance of bringing me Gwefencha. Would you be willing to gather the ingredients for me? You won't have to go far to find them. I thank you. I need only the two main ingredients, rotten apples and rotten fish. Bring them to me, and I will prepare Nutriabh.
Rotten fish and apples?
Do you have the ingredients? Oh, I would like to depart.
Now, fair more Finland Tarma. I fear Pella in Varna.
Ooh, I can't wait to find out what's inside.
Elelote an osto silfa malantha alecano mine in fair avehu. Sinde fil arenka.
The apples and fish we gathered have gone rotten, Master, judging by the smell. Shall we see them to Miss Darren? Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
Well, now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way.
The sky glows red with fury. Do you have the ingredients? This is all I need. I will prepare the dish now. It shan't take long. My people dwell in the mountains, so we are rarely able to dine on fish from the sea. This dish was first made by an elf with a craving for fish, when no fresh fish was to hand. These fish already stink of the sea. Left to rot, they turn even more, pungent. Nutriabh is oft served at celebratory events, but I have never seen anyone eat it. Everyone turns their noses from the smell. I must endure. It is almost finished, thankfully. The stink is more than I can bear. It is ready, but it is so vile. I cannot understand how anyone could stomach it, let alone enjoy it. I fear the dwarven blacksmith will be angry if I present him with this, but I will trust in you. Come, let us away to Batal. I thank you. Here, my brother gave this to me. Might we not use it now? The sooner we arrive...
We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
Throwing armor like a sweaty match.
Well met. This sits funny with me.
Barely drag my arse out.
What to do?
Look around if you must, but be sure to buy aught.
It is past time for a bath.
So you'll be bringing the elf here, anon? That ought be interesting. So you'll be bringing the elf here, anon? That ought be interesting. Pleasure doing business with you. You're back! And who's that you've got with you? An elf? I ne'er met one afore. Not quite what I imagined, if I'm honest. Well met. The name's Sarah. I'm an apprentice here at the smithy.
Well met.
She's the one who's after the scale cinder, I expect. Have you brought some of that elven delicacy along with you then, like I suggested?
Yes, I have the Nutriabh with me.
Marvellous. I thought I smelt it on you. Mark me, you put that in front of Brocker and he'll fain hear out your request. Right, follow me. I've just cleaned out the forge, see, so we'll need to make for the cavern where we dump all the excess scale cinder. Come on, you two. The cavern's this way.
Shall we follow Sarah, Master? With any luck, we'll have pockets full of scale cinder before the day is done.
Fear not. 'Tis well in hand.
Look around if you must, but be sure to buy aught.
What am I supposed to do?
Those are not mere clouds. They seem to possess a will of their own.
There must be a way to force them to recede. There must. I've a wellspring of strength that shall never run dry.
Here we are. Oi, Brocker, you in here?
What's all this racket? I thought I told you that... You imbecile! You brought an elf here, of all things! Get her out of here, now!
Hold a moment, Brocker. She's brought something for you. Don't you want to see what is?
A gift. For you.
Ah! What makes you think I'd be able to stomach your elven cooking? I'm gonna go dispose of this, and I expect the elf to be gone when I return.
What am I to do now?
What you came here for, of course! This is your chance!
Truly? But...
You'll have to be quick, mind. Brocker makes short work of his meals. While you're at it, you might have yourselves a little competition, eh? See who can collect more of the Anyway, good luck. I'll be outside keeping watch. Best start searching. Brocker might be back any moment.
The cavern's depths lie ahead. Onward.
Tread carefully. One never can be too cautious.
Fear not. 'Tis well in hand.
Are you done collecting already? Hop to it then, eh? You won't find any scale cinder out here.
You wish me to return? At once, Master. This is what we went to all that trouble for?
Rarely have I felt so...
Lucky us. That's worth taking. Come to think of it, the private quarters of one arisen I served had many a visitor, and rarely the same one.
Fascinating.
We'd best leave it at that. Wouldn't want Bracker to espy you in here. Come on.
My heart is racing. I thought the dwarf would catch us. How much scale cinder did you get? Oh, you got much more than me. I suppose you win. For now, I must return and tend to the harrt. I hope you will come visit us again. I should like you to see the harrt, restored. And I must thank you as well, Sarah. You and the blacksmith, Brocker.
Not at all. 'Twas my pleasure. I'm sure Brocker'd say the same if he weren't so stubborn.
Now the harrt is sure to recover, and seeing Miss Derren's cheerful mien made all our labours worthwhile.
My heart is light as a feather after that exchange.
Don't suppose there's any chance we can just stay.
These faces have grown mightily familiar.
Our combined might is a force to be reckoned with. I say we forge on together for as long as we may.
This tavern is open to travel, aye, even pawns, so long as they've coined for their ale.
Peruse at your leisure, sir.
You would gather materials here, Master. Can we really afford to carry more?
Why? Peruse at your leisure, sir. Do come again? Well met, sir. How's the day treating you then?
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
I fear for the arbor.
At long last, life buds anew from the harrt. If we make a cutting from her boughs, we can make our home in any land, so long as she is with us. And though we may leave the arbor behind, we will carry with us something far more, precious. Our lives. I wish to speak with Father. Would you come with me?
As arborist, Sir Taliesin is the leader of the elven people. Let us follow our guide that we might speak with him.
Right you are.
Findelnar, nevea nolwendelis kemen. Morivinlis palan oio eromar meltol netara.
Kasinke telpi nun findaler, nun mor arta her. Fionar elwe erfarne nenwen sur orne, I avstir lalastar, nun falesmir magananon?
Morvani morivin Findelnar. Neveatara morivin, lis fa aldakar kemen ros. Hera or lis nun. Yav morin garina like asar kemen ros iloratu anfirtara. Eteler caril morivin al-Kadar palan. Kemen nun les alecano. Surne kemen ros here non yav kuruir. Falis isil rod lintar. Ne yav alecano vea nun sinde lungtena.
Nullis amanda kill angadur femor.
Here non nun lia findelnar. Lia wemor. Findelnar morivin orne osto. Firnis morivin. Morivin kemen tur alecano. Menelum hiroth mor carilm anardor.
Alcarwa fir nun eldaya. Ane martir tindome ingarina fa alme alcarwa. Eteler le affair mor eldalia eralotte. Sorne an fameltol. Vanalin hyros soron. Kasinke telpi nun finaler. Lera nefir heranon, anne arteher firnis. Nullis amanda kill angadur.
That man's head is harder than the arbor hart's trunk. Let's demonstrate the cutting's resilience and prove him mistaken.
Understood.